It's time to rumble. Today we're putting these two foundations to the test. We've got the Hermès Plein Luminous Matte Skincare Foundation versus the Victoria Beckham Foundation Drops. Both super expensive. This one's my current holy grail. This one's never quite worked for me, but maybe today will be different. So the claims, we have a 16-hour wear with this one. We have a skin-like finish that it promises, and it promises to blur imperfections. It's a medium buildable coverage. That is this one, and is, spoiler alert, my current holy grail, and I've done a previous review on that, and I've done a previous battle between this one and the Makeup by Mario as well. So I'll link those two down below. Now, we're battling the Victoria Beckham Foundation Drops. The reason why I wanted to battle these two is because the new eye wardrobe from Victoria Beckham in Orchid has just dropped, and so I thought I'd pull this one back out again and see if I can make myself love it. Another spoiler alert, this was never a real favorite of mine, but let's see today whether that's any different and why I love this one more than this one, or if my thoughts have changed. The makeup claims for the Victoria Beckham is it's a skin first foundation, serum coverage and buildable coverage. It's also got the Augustinus Bader TFC8 in it. So it's supposed to have that skincare in there, but they both claim to have skincare, you know, much for muchness really. For me, it's about coverage. It's about whether it's how it wears over time. It's really important to look at how it wears, and does it get too shiny? Does it blur my imperfections? Even just since I've been wearing it so far, this little blemish is starting to peek through. Doesn't bode well, but let's just see how we go. Let's get into the demo, and at the end of the day, I will come back for a final check-in and my final thoughts. Let's go ahead and jump into the demo right now. We are going to go in with the Hermès Plein Luminous Matte Skincare Foundation on this side, and we'll go in with the Victoria Beckham Foundation Drops on this side. Before we do that, let's just have a look at the colours that I've got. With the Hermès, we have it in 25W, which is not warm. It is a cool undertone, apricot-y, cool undertone. If you are looking for a more golden undertone, then you would pick C. And if you're looking for neutral, you would pick N. But I chose 25W. Now that's there. Let's just pop a little bit of the Victoria Beckham next to that and have a look at the consistency as well. That's a lot more runny and a little bit lighter. I'll just rub them out a little bit so that you can see them properly. And that is in the shade 2. 2 is fair light, and it's a neutral cool undertone. They're very, very similar. You can see there they are actually quite similar and both a little bit apricot-y. So let's start with one pump of the Hermès on this side of my face. Using clean fingers as usual. My skin is prepped with skincare but no primer. I just wanted to do just the foundation and see how that goes. And see if this continues to be my #1 love currently. I do change my loves quite regularly, but at the moment, this foundation is certainly #1 in my rotation. It blends so effortlessly, look at that. So smooth, so beautiful. Skin, I adore it. It does have a smell, but it's a pleasant, a pleasant smell. That's as easy as that to get a nice solid medium coverage. There we have nothing, and we have the Hermès there. Now I would like to just build it up just a little bit. There's nothing left here, just a little bit of about a quarter of a pump more, just to pop a little bit more here to see if I can build up a little bit on those areas where I have some pigmentation. There we go. My skin's still peeking through, which I really like, but it's just perfected. And it's a luminous matte, and the way that I interpret it, we all interpret it differently, is that once it sets down, and once I powder it, etc., it is matte, not sticky, but it does have a gentle luminosity that does come through as well, which I really enjoy. All right, there we have the Hermès on that side. Let's go in now with the, I'm going to go in with about that much, which is hard to, I call it a squirt in the absence of knowing what else to call it, and pop that on here. And despite the fact that it's more runny, it actually feels thicker and a bit sort of harder to spread when I'm spreading it out. And it's quite a bit more glowy, which you'll be able to see in just a moment. I bought this when it first came out, and unpopular opinion, it's never been a favourite of mine, unfortunately. I've tried in a million ways to try and make it work for me, given the price tag, but in actual fact, it's just been, it hasn't worked for me. You never know, today might be the day that it looks amazing, and maybe in comparison, maybe I'll fall in love with it again. But I did recently wear this in my review of the new Victoria Beckham eye wardrobe in Orchid, and I have to say it wasn't fabulous that day either, but that's okay. We will, fresh day, give it a new fresh go. That is the Victoria Beckham Foundation Drops on that side. And let's feel, they still are both tacky to the touch. And I'm just looking in my 10 times mirror. In terms of blurring, I feel that this side is more blurred. This side just feels more sticky. I still have quite a bit of discoloration coming through. Should I put a little bit more just to give it an even chance? A little bit more of a drop just to build it up a bit here. My biggest issue that I had with it originally was that in order to get the coverage that I want, I have to build it up too much, and then it ends up looking a little bit cakey, and it never quite sets down properly on my skin. You know, if I scratch my skin, it just feels like it's sort of sitting on the top of my skin, even when I powder it down. Whereas once I powder this side down, it's like set, and it is just perfect, and it stays literally like that all day. I'm not sure whether it reacts like that for other people, but for me, that's how it is. So there we have the Hermès on this side in shade 25W, and the Victoria Beckham Foundation Drops on this side in shade 2 Light. All right, so now I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to use my current favourite, which is the Tower 28 concealer. I'll pop that on. See how this plays. This plays really well with everything that I've tried recently, and it is really good for mature eyes, mature lids, and I just pop that all around. This adds a little bit of extra coverage just around the eye. Beautiful. And on the other side, good. Great. So we have foundation and concealer on. Hello. I got distracted yesterday because I was really unhappy with my foundation. I used the Victoria Beckham foundation. So today I'm actually testing out the Victoria Beckham foundation on this side and my favorite holy grail, current holy grail Hermès on this side. Stay till the end for my final thoughts. So here we are at the final check-in with the Hermès foundation on this side and the Victoria Beckham Foundation Drops on this side. It's been 11 hours, and colour me surprised, I actually don't mind the Victoria Beckham side. I was absolutely convinced at the beginning of today that I was going to love this side, hate this side. It was easy decision for me. I absolutely knew it in my heart that that's how it was going to be. However, now I'm really grateful that I've done a side-by-side comparison, because it's not as bad as I thought. And in actual fact, it's not looking too bad at all. Now, this side is definitely has more coverage. They both have quite a little bit of shine, but it's not slimy shine, it's just glow shine. And when I look at, it's not breaking down here on this side, it's not breaking down here either. The pores are a little bit more visible on this side. I don't know if you can see that. It's definitely worn away a little bit more on this side. So you can certainly see the freckles and things coming through a little bit more over here and up here. But like, both of them are really beautiful and smooth along the forehead. And this side is definitely more coverage. But this side doesn't look awful. And so I'm a little bit surprised. I really thought that it would be a lot more of a stark difference between the two of them. There you go. What is the verdict? I am biased and I still think I love this side because I do like that extra little bit of coverage. But if you prefer a lighter coverage and a more sort of barely there look, then you will probably like the Victoria Beckham Foundation Drops. I'm going to stick with my Hermès for now though. And so there you go. Both sides. Neither of them look awful, so you can't really go wrong, but I definitely like this one. So hopefully you have found this little mini comparison, a little battle, useful. If so, please feel free to like and subscribe and join us for future videos, and I look forward to seeing you as we go on this amazing journey of life, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.